We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Colorado Rockies. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen.
Leading off the afternoon,
and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and to win the first game of the series makes it even extra special. They just got to go out and play real well and maybe keep the streak going.
And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. H, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say, have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Carlos Gonzalez is the second out of the opening frame. And he gets ahead 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 2-3 go the Rockies. In now, Nolan Arenado. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Inside and low, 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Coghlan racing back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double. So he's into second with a double here to kick off the second inning. And as we give you a look at the Rockies leaderboard, you can see his total there, currently second best on the ball club. The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Royals are lined up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And today's starter leads the American League in strikeouts. He is filthy, nasty, I mean excellent stuff. So you got to concentrate because it can lull you to sleep as a defender because you think they're never going to put the bat on the ball.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Now after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
A fastball that just misses inside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Gerardo Parra is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And this will be fouled away. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Come on, Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Lobaton. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Striding in once again, David Dahl. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Gonzalez. First 2 men of the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there.
Ouch, that one hit him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Trevor Story is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Here's the 0-1, and he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
First baseman number 35.
Eric Hosmer will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Coghlan, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Ian Desmond comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Desmond.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Richie Del Carmen. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Richie Del Carmen.
No outs here.
Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon.
Now batting,
Gerardo Parra comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 down.
And a fastball just a bit high. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. down the first baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
A runner on first with 2 away. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider. Called strike 2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Rockies strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Sanchez will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Trevor Story is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a line drive. Foul. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
So he got him swinging. Trevor Story is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, that's what you want right there. Late in the game, leadoff single. Now, they still got some work to do. You got the tying run on the on-deck circle, but they've got a shot now.
Ian Desmond is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Digging in once again, Richie Del Carmen. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Richie Del Carmen
sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. Now, they got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
In is Gerardo Parra. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking
Here we go now.
about
Let's
going
go.
yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving. Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting,
Jose Lobaton stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Hey, it's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
That's back-to-back break.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 2 left for Seth Maness. He's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
43, Seth Maness.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-0 the final score in this one today. Number 41 earns win number.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.